Hello, welcome to the Bible in 5 years. My name is Armando. We are reading the Bible in chronological order, and it's going to take us a few years. That's right, a few years. But we read stories here, short stories, no long chapters, not at all. And this project podcast is aimed for people who have never read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible says. They're not familiarized with the Bible, and it's okay. We're not going to criticize you here. This podcast is for you. That's right. Even if you're a Christian, stick around because I have something to ask you that you can help us with at the end of this reading. So I'm going to change the music so we can do our reading, and then we come back and talk about this more about these the other way around. All right. All righty. Day 283. Korah's rebellion. Numbers chapter 16 from verse 1 on. One day, Korah, son of Ishar, a descendant of Kohath, son of Levi, conspired with Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, son of Peleth, from the tribe of Reuben. They incited a rebellion against Moses involving 250 other prominent leaders, all members of the assembly. They went to Moses and Aaron and said, "You have gone too far. Everyone in Israel has been set apart by the Lord, and he is with all of us. What right do you have to act as though you are greater than anyone else among all these people of the Lord?" When Moses heard what they were saying, he threw himself down with his face to the ground. Then he said to Korah and his followers, "Tomorrow morning the Lord will show us who belongs to him and who is holy. The Lord will allow those who are chosen to enter his holy presence. You, Korah, and all your followers must do this. Take incense burners and burn incense in them tomorrow before the Lord. Then we will see whom the Lord chooses as his holy one. You Levites are the ones who have gone too far." Then Moses spoke again to Korah. "Now listen, you Levites. Doesn't it seem a small thing to you that God of Israel has chosen you from among all the people of Israel to be near him as you serve in the Lord's tabernacle, and to stand before the people to minister to them? He has given this special ministry only to you and your fellow Levites, but now you are demanding the priesthood as well. The one you are really revolting against is the Lord. And who is Aaron that you are complaining about him?" Then Moses summoned Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, but they replied, "We refuse to come. Isn't it enough that you brought us out of Egypt, a land flowing with milk and honey and bricks?" They forgot that part. "To kill us here in this wilderness, and that you now treat us like your subjects? What is more, you haven't brought us into the land flowing with milk and honey, or given us an inheritance of fields and vineyards. Are you trying to fool us? We will not come." Then Moses became very angry and said to the Lord, "Do not accept their offerings. I have not taken so much as a donkey from them, and I have never hurt a single one of them." And Moses said to Korah, "Come here tomorrow and present yourself before the Lord with all your followers. Aaron will also be here. Be sure that each of your 250 followers brings an incense burner with incense on it, so you can present them before the Lord. Aaron will also bring his incense burner." So these men came with their incense burners, placed burning coals and incense on them, and stood at the entrance of the tabernacle with Moses and Aaron. Meanwhile, Korah had stirred up the entire community against Moses and Aaron, and they all assembled at the tabernacle entrance. And the glorious presence of the Lord appeared to the whole community. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Get away from these people, so I may instantly destroy them." But Moses and Aaron fell face down on the ground. "Oh God, the God and source of all life," they pleaded, "must you be angry with all the people when only one man sins?" And the Lord said to Moses, "Then tell all the people to get away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram." Woo-wee! Something's gonna happen here. Something terrible. Okay, we have come to the end of our reading. This story was too long, so I divided it in two parts. This is the first part. And so we are reading the Bible here in chronological order, more than 500 stories, I'm sure. And it's going to take us probably the 5 years, maybe even longer. I don't even know anymore. At any rate, we're reading the Bible. And we don't read 2 or 3 chapters here. No, we read from 3 verses to 30, sometimes 33, 34. Because sometimes the reading is different, doesn't accommodate well. And so, yeah. And when the story is long like this one, I divided it in 2 parts or 3 parts or however parts is needed to be divided into it. So, and why do we do this? Why do we read short stories? Because I want you to remember what I read, and I want to remember what I read. That's right. So, what's the purpose of reading something if you're not going to remember what was read? So I want you to remember. I want me to remember. So that's why we're doing these readings short, these stories short. And what else? This project podcast is aimed for people who have never read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible says. They're not familiarized with the Bible, or maybe they don't care about the Bible, and it's okay. We're not going to judge you here, not at all. We're not going to judge you or criticize you here, because this podcast is for you, exclusively for you. So no, don't worry about it. There's no compromise here. You don't have to like or subscribe. You don't have to attend every day or every Sunday. You know what I mean? It's just whenever, whatever, So it's for you. So you get acquainted, you get familiarized with the Bible and the stories in the Bible. And what else? If you're a Christian and you happen to stumble in this show, I have a favor to ask. Check the description below or above, depends where you're watching this from, and go to these platforms like Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube, and go there and click on the like and subscribe, and also on the reminder, the little bell. Why am I asking you to do this? Because that will help us with the famous algorithm. Because that thing will see that more people are clicking on the stuff on particular shows, and then they promote those shows. The algorithm brings these little clips or whatever to people who are not even looking for this kind of material, and they will see this kind of material, and that will expand more the reach of this type of programming. Okay, and so that's why I'm asking you to do that. If you can help us that way, that will be great. Let us know where you're watching from or where you're listening from. So see you tomorrow. Adios.